If you have a noise sensitivity, cover your ears for a moment. Okay, let me just write this down. Aquarius. Okay, okay, Aquarius, this is your reading for January. If you have Aquarius in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, if you're cross-watching for Aquarius, or if you are a Leo, because that is your opposite sign, stick around. Okay, you're going to get some messages in here. So let's see. Let me just get these decks out. Okay, let's start with a soul truth. All right, what does Aquarius need to know for January, Spirit? What does Aquarius need to know for January? What am I grateful for right now? Adopt an abundance mindset, Aquarius. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, it opens our heart, and changes our state of being. The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. So make sure to focus on the things you want to attract, okay? Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful for every day. And notice the abundance that grows within you. Okay. So yeah, there's always something to be grateful for, even when things are extremely chaotic. So always try to re-navigate every negative thought, replace it with a positive one if you can. Okay, let's get an affirmation for my Aquarii squad. Subconscious mind. I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with ones that do. That's what I was just saying. Replace negative thought patterns, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs with positive ones, encouraging ones, okay? Yeah, so maybe somebody's realizing that they haven't been guided in the best way, whether it be by guardians or peers or whatever have you, lovers, it just whatever, okay? And it's time to break those glass ceilings, y'all, okay? Starseed that shit. What is the spiritual energy for Aquarius for January? Okay, I don't know why I'm having trouble shuffling this deck. Maybe it's my Band-Aid. Hold on, one more time, y'all. Okay. Oh. So you could be dealing... Okay. Somebody's angry that likes to live their life, like, without any restraint. Like, they don't like to have any boundaries, or for other people to have boundaries, or any consequences. So somebody needs to use their discernment against this kind of energy here, because these people get angry when they don't get their way. These kinds of people get offended. They personalize things. And it's like, you could be angry over somebody. Maybe you're using discernment about somebody here that instead of rectifying something, they just keep making mistakes. You know, instead of a new beginning, they just choose to hold a grudge. And it's like you're using your spiritual wisdom, or that's what you need to do regarding this person. Okay, the letter N and M and B could be significant. January could be significant. May could be significant. Life path 7, 1, 5, 4. Sorry, 3. Okay, let's do the dice real quick. January 25th, January 7th, January 5th, January 12th, January 3rd, January 31st could be significant. July 1st, July 5th, July 12th, July 21st, July 3rd, as well as May 25th, May 7th, May 1st, May 12th, May 3rd, May 21st. Okay, let's see. What numbers? Oh, nice. July 12th. Hell yeah. It's my cousin's birthday, too. Okay, 23. Somebody here could be a goat at something. They could be really good at something. You know, very irreplaceable energy. Somebody could be born on the 23rd or be 23 or be 32 or be life at 5. I'm getting another 5 out here, so 55, angel number, one more. 6, okay. June 5th could be significant. May 6th. Life past 6. So angel number 5, 6, 7 could be significant. Let's see. What initials? First, middle, last. You them who they're dealing with. J. Okay. E. P. PJ. JP. PEJ. First, middle, last. Initials. You them who you're dealing with. Play around. Okay. What house is significant? Virgo energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or this could be about the topics that the 6th house represents, which is work, health, change with service, willingness, devotion, improvement, self-analysis, discipline, habits. It's associated with Mercury, which is all about how and where we communicate and assimilate the results of our relationships. It's about reason and logical energy. Okay, so any of those themes could be significant, or you could be dealing with a Virgo, Aquarius. Okay, what do we need more of? Aquarius energy. So what we might need more of here is like-minded people and similar interests to achieve ideals and hopes, joint activities, group expression, social life, and friends. This is a fixed energy associated with Aquarius and Uranus. Uranus is all about our inner individuality and uniqueness. Intuitive and creative, expresses inspiration or rebellion. Breakthrough of society to structures to become independent and original. So maybe some of you guys need to branch off. Maybe you need more expression within the people you surround yourself with, or you need to shine your unique light. And maybe in your environment, you were taught to shrink yourself, or taught to peace, earth, justice. Ooh, I love that. Maybe you were taught to, or you could be dealing with another Aquarius or a Virgo, but you know, maybe this is affecting your health, maybe, or your work. Maybe you need to work with people that like are more similar to the way that you are, and maybe that's not what you were taught. Maybe you were taught to go with the majority, or to not rock the boat. You know, but it's like you're realizing that maybe what you've been taught is not exactly who you want to, how you want to align here. And focus on what you're grateful for, what's irreplaceable, what encourages you, what motivates you, whom, what, where, okay, how, okay. So let's see, let's move on to the next part here, Aquarius. What's the money looking like, yo? Career and money. If I get randomly disconnected, ooh, 11:11. I just looked at the clock. If I get randomly disconnected, guys, because it happens, just make sure you're following your girl. You don't want to be left on a painful cliffhanger, because it happens frequently. Okay, what's up, Aria? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, babes? Happy New Year. All right, let's see. Thanks for liking the live, you guys. Appreciate you. Career money for Aquarius. Ooh, so you could be realizing that something hasn't changed for a while, and you're you're not having fun with what you're doing, perhaps, and you just want to maybe strategize something here. You could be like a leader or thinking through something, like long game, being strategic. Some of you guys could have a military background. Some of you guys could, you know, be meant to be in a high-ranking position of some kind. Aquarius energy is all about community mindedness, togetherness, you know, healing, altruism, and innovation. Okay, it's like you don't want something temporary either, but something's not filling your cup is what I'm seeing, Aquarius. Okay, so it's like maybe you're thinking about putting roots down, and you know, you're thinking long term, and you want to fill your cup here. Yeah, you want financial growth, you want growth in general. Yeah, and it's like you're not going to stop until you have that, which is great. Okay, let's see. Okay. What other messages for Aquarius? What other messages for Aquarius? One more shuffle. Okay, yeah. Somebody here is feeling like the people they're around isn't really their family. Like, it's not, yeah, they're unredeeming. It's like these people can't redeem themselves. And it's like you could, or somebody could want forgiveness because they're realizing everybody that they're around, this could be you or somebody you're dealing with, Aquarius, they're realizing that there's no redeeming anything with this tribe. It's in the reverse. These people that somebody thought were close to them actually make them feel insecure to freely express themselves. It's an unredeeming energy in this group. Okay, so the kin is in reverse. These aren't your people, whether they're your family or the closest people you've had, or this could be going on in your energy with somebody you're dealing with, Aquarius. But it's like, this is not home. These people are not going to be your safe place or protect you, especially when it comes to being your true authentic self. Okay, Spirit wants you to follow your heart. Don't let anybody guilt you or, like, you know, try to make you small. Okay, I'm getting that a lot here. Don't shrink yourself for, like, people that, yeah. So let's go over this. This is about being your true authentic self, okay? Be a freedom warrior. Courage is one hell of a virtue, Aquarius. You are being asked to remain faithful in your purpose, whatever that may be, and to hold yourself accountable by following through with the heavy matters that are on your heart. Now is the time to step out into the world in the exact form that your spirit yearns to. Your mission looks considerably different than the majority of others. Anyone who is set up to go against the grain will inevitably face bouts of loneliness. So don't feel ashamed when you go through these seclusive times, okay? The influence that you have over those who look up to you and confide in you holds weight. You are being divinely escorted and assisted at this time. Find peace in your body. Find your peace of mind. Power your way out of the never-ending obstacles. Be who you want to be. Easier said than done, but overthinking can be damaging to our soul, okay? So you are fighting a necessary fight by being who you're meant to be. Apprehension isn't going to help you here. Although it can serve as a safeguard in some cases, you need to be embracing who you are trying to evolve into, okay? Don't apologize for standing firm in that. If you are currently unfulfilled with who you are, take this time to find yourself. Find a reason to be happy. Find a purpose. Make the necessary changes to feel free. To feel free, y'all. Oh, nice, Nicole. That's amazing. Put pictures on your story. I'll check it out. Okay, so kin in reverse, y'all. So there might be, you might be having a hard time differentiating who is for you and who is not, okay? You might be repressing your instinctive sentiments, knowing you'll be critiqued and shamed for them, wishing to feel more loved by your support group. These aren't your people, is what I'm seeing. And you need to trust your intuition with that. You might be longing for the day where you can live unapologetically and be revered unconditionally. It's possible you don't see eye to eye right now. There's an underlying issue here. And it has to do with self-expression, free expression. Okay? You might be holding on to memories that haunt you, Aquarius. You might not be ready to face reality and remove yourself from the equation. You might need forgiveness from somebody or somebody from you. It's hard to look at the bigger picture when you're closed in on what's happening in the now, and from what I'm seeing, you're not in the right environment with the right people. So it's like somewhere at some point you're healthier than this. See that, okay? Or that you want to be around healthier types of energies. Somebody could be born in 71 or be 25 or 52 or be born in 61 or be 27 or be born in 72. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Who should Aquarius look out for in January? What kinds of personalities? One more shuffle. Thank you for the rose, love. Thanks for following. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Ooh, we have a child wounded. We have a shapeshifter, a judge in reverse, a destroyer. My God, these aren't good energies. Who else? Ooh, mystic in reverse too. Sheesh. The only one in the upright is an engineer. Wow, you have a lot of people around you, Aquarius. Maybe you deal with a lot of people. Wow, jeez. This is a lot. Hold up. Who else? Anyone else? Okay. So I'm going to go over the negative ones and then the positive ones, Aquarius. Let's see. Yeah, there's only like 2 good energies here. Jeez, out of all of these, my goodness. Okay. Somebody could be an engineer, Don Juan, in the upright. Okay, let's see. We have somebody here that withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Ew, coward. We have a Schmergen in reverse, somebody that fears intimate unions. We have a mystic in reverse, somebody that has a delusional rapport with the divine. Okay, it's like they pretend to be tapped in or they pretend to get premonitions, but they don't. We have a thief, somebody that steals money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. A saboteur, somebody that induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine other people. Jeez. Okay, we have a liberator in reverse, somebody that imposes their own tyranny over those they claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. We have a destroyer, somebody that's intoxicated with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Ew. Yeah, definitely get away from these energies. This is crazy. That's why the kin is coming in the reverse. They're never going to redeem themselves. These people aren't going to change. You need to get away so that you can freely be who you are and not be shamed for it, because you're probably better than all of these energies. A judge in reverse, somebody that offers only destructive instead of constructive criticism or valid criticism. It's more like destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Somebody who is not competent to be in a judge role, but they probably pedestal themselves as if they should be in that role. They're not. They're biased and destructive. And they don't play by the rules. A shapeshifter in the reverse, somebody that projects any image that serves their personal agenda in the moment. So they can be like a chameleon, like a Jekyll and Hyde, or like a person that will play whatever role to get what they want in that moment. Okay, we have a child wounded, somebody that blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, but resists moving on through forgiveness. Okay, the two positive energies. Okay, we have an engineer, somebody with the ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Somebody here could shave their head. We have a Don Juan, somebody that spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Okay, so I mean, that's only like one energy here that's good. So that could be you, Aquarius, maybe. Or it's like you might know that someone's in the wrong crowd and they are actually have like a skill for engineering, or like they have good ideas and stuff, but they're not heard or seen in their group. They don't belong there, but it's like it's you against a whole, you know, toxic system. That could be somebody else's message. Okay, so what other messages for Aquarius? What else is going on here? I've been cutting off not authentic people, especially spiritual people here online. Yeah, I don't even let people like that in my channel. The second I smell like spies and stuff, like people have been here when that has happened. I'm like, who are you? I'm getting weird energy. It's like all I ask, my only rule for my channel is authenticity. That's literally it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, somebody's trying to decide whether they should escape or not, how they should do it if they do. This is somebody that's been avoiding something because it's overwhelming. Yeah, they could be hiding the fact that something's forbidden, or they're lusting over something. Maybe they get their lust fix met in this group, but it's not a good high vibrational group for some of you. Or yeah, but somebody here isn't into taking risks or being free-spirited, or somebody's not gonna, they're gonna lose the possibility of going on some kind of an adventure, or yeah, because they're not opening their heart up. They're not being receptive. Yeah, this is somebody who likes to be invulnerable, but then they just exhaust themselves and pretend that they're not exhausted. It's like, whatever this is, it's getting old, y'all. Yeah, stop resisting is what Spirit's saying, and align. Somebody needs to do that. They've been suppressing. Yeah, they're hiding the fact that they're exhausted. They're hiding the fact that there's no stability here. They don't feel like they have support in their family dynamic. There's no depth here. It's like there's only pride. There's nothing to stay here for. I don't care if they're your family or your homie from kindergarten. Like, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you need to set boundaries and realize who's not good for you anymore. Like, you outgrow people, and it's a hard concept, but once you master that concept, your life, you will save yourself so much grief. It's always going to be difficult, but really, what's more difficult? You not living your path and expressing who you really actually are and being accepted and encouraged to be that person, and just wasting that all on what? Some group that, if you really needed them for something that actually mattered, probably wouldn't be the ones to go to. Doesn't make any sense, you know? It's not worth it. And especially, just keep in mind, everybody grows up and eventually branches off anyway and lives their own lives anyway, y'all. So it's good to find your person, your people, people that really like